Whiskey Alpha 3, Lima X-Ray Delta.
Roger, Roger. And what's the name, sir?
The name here is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo, and we're in Central Florida.
Station, stand by just a second. Dave, we have somebody that's obviously more mouth than ears. Sir, this frequency is in use. The frequency is in use. All right, Dave, go ahead, sir. What antenna are you running?
I'm running an end-fed long wire antenna up about 70 feet, about 134 feet long. Match on that to a 1-to-1 balance.
Roger, and what radio are you running, sir?
Running the ICOM 7300.
Alrighty, and I looked at your audio, and you could be a little fatter if we usually recommend running that compressor at about a 3. Engage your compressor at about a 3. That is the beginning of the fattening process. It's not a great deal, but it does exactly what it's supposed to do as far as setting up the audio for processing. So again, the compressor would be at about a 3, Roger.
Roger, we have it at 3. We're running the SM50 desk mic with it. And we're running the ALC pretty close to 3/4 or so.
Alrighty. I would go to my EQ, and I would crank in about 3 dB top-end EQ, about 3 dB top-end treble control push on your tone control, Roger.
Okay, it's set to 3 right now. I can push it up some more.
Push it up, what, you got 2 more left?
Roger.
Yeah, go ahead and hit those, go on up 2 more, and then talk to me for a minute.
We're up 2 on that. It's WA3LXD.
Oh gosh, sounds like FM. That sounds really good. Dave, we're also suggesting something else. You know, the person's voice, although it can be processed mightily, they have the ability to control their voice to some degree, which helps the processing along. And one of those things is to be able to see the actual amplitude of your voice as you speak. And so what we recommend is that if you have a watt meter, kind of turn that watt meter so you can see it as you're speaking. And if you look at that watt meter, it's a fairly accurate example of the amplitude of your voice. So the idea is to watch the meter as you speak and try to keep the meter as hot in the favorite sweet spot as possible. Roger?
Roger that. That's a great idea. Sometimes I look at the ammeter and kind of that I find to be a little bit more responsive, but good idea.
Roger, yes, I'm I've got 50 years looking at VU meters. I have a 50-year career in broadcasting, and now, even as a ham radio operator, I have a VU meter that's showing me my level and your level, and so I'm just, constantly pretty much watching that all the time, and it does help me. If I happen to pull off mic like that, I can see immediately that meter just falls off, so, I can't come right back to it. Roger, Roger.
That's a great idea. So how am I looking now to you?
Looks good. Looks good. I wish I had a better signal on you, but I do have copying about, looks to be about 4 dB over the Atlanta SDR noise level. Roger?
Okay, well, I'm getting a little help from the noise with only 4 dB, but I can take all the help I can get here. I'm just running no amplifier, about 90 watts or so.
Oh, Roger. Well, I tell you, you are brave navigating the 40-meter band without an amp. The 40-meter band has not been kind lately, and that's unfortunate because, like 100 watts at 400 miles, usually you're going to be coming into somebody's station at about 2 dB above somebody's noise level on 40 average-wise. Although, if there are conditions prevailing, good conditions prevailing, you could take that same 100 watts and 400 miles and be 20 over, Roger.
Roger that. That's about what it was 50 years ago when I started this.
Roger, Roger. Well, things are cyclical. Just like Mother Nature and deserts today, will be lush forests perhaps in 20 years, and the lush forest will be deserts perhaps in 20 years. Just because Mother Nature is where she is at the moment doesn't mean that things are going to stay that way, Roger.
Roger that. Well, at least with this new technology, you don't have to worry about melting the solder on my 4 CX250s.
Hey, Roger that. All right. Well, listen, let me say threes to you, and if you get a chance, check back in next Friday, Roger.
Roger. Thanks for the help and the setup. Really appreciate it. It's WA3LXD 73.
Well, Roger, what was your location again, please? Dave, if you still got a copy, what's your location?
I'm sorry, we had somebody else come in there. Central Florida. Are you copying me?
Central Florida, Roger, Dave. Thank you, sir. Three's that way. And have a good afternoon, great weekend.